congratulations, John. Thanks, Elizabeth.
Congratulations. Thank you, Brad. Elizabeth.
Beautiful, isn't it?
They are beautiful.
Come, everyone, the wedding cake.
Well, the wedding cake. Come, I'm very hungry tonight. I don't know whether these guys think how to make these things.
No. Wait a minute.
Hey, come on, folks, cut the cake. Come on.
Come on, let's cut. I'm sorry. That's all right. Don't worry about it.
Hey, come on, folks.
Come on, let's go. Champagne.
Well, she's a wonderful woman, John. I'm sure she'll make you very happy.
I've been very happy. Marcie and I for the last 4 years.
Oh, sure. But you need a wife, and Marcia needs a mother.
And your corporation needs its senior vice presidents to be married.
Well,
Harris, she is a wonderful woman.
hello. Marcia does need a mother.
Oh, why should wrath be mute and fury dumb? I am no baby, I, that with base prayers I should repent the evils I've done. 10,000 worse than ever yet I did would I perform, if I might have my will. The thoughts of Aaron the Moor from Shakespeare's Titus Andronicus fairly mirror the mind of Marcie Quinton. Her brilliant father, John, moved to marriage for a second time. Elizabeth, now Elizabeth Quinton, is a woman of great strength of character, but regrettably average intelligence. She has won her man. To keep him, she will enter a contest for her life and her sanity with a mere child. A child of shatteringly brilliant intelligence, a child with no concept of right beyond her own. Marcie Quinton, brilliant, a flaring light on intellect. Calculating, vicious, determined that none but she would ever share her father's love. Marcie's mother died about 4 years before John married Elizabeth. It was an accident. Dear Elizabeth. Poor, dear Elizabeth.
And will you devastate everybody at the conference tomorrow with your brilliance?
Wax eloquent, as usual.
Would you like some fresh coffee, though?
No, I haven't time, really. How I envy you two. Quiet life in the country. Well, I suppose somebody's got to solve the world's problems.
And you solve them better than anybody, Daddy.
I can't keep the world waiting. You look after Elizabeth. See you tonight.
We'll take good care of each other. Does your father know that you smoke? I don't know. I never asked him. All the girls at school do, among other things. Just a minute. I'm not finished. I would like some hot coffee. Very hot. Marcie, I know that it must be really difficult for you to accept this marriage, but I'd really like to be friends. It's really important to your father, too. He wants us to get along so much. My father only married you for convenience. He needed the job as general manager. It could have been you or anybody else. It wasn't anybody else. He married me, Marcie. That must prove something to you. It simply proves that you happened along at the right time. Timing is everything. I would also like a clean cup. Please don't act this way with me, Marcie. You want to hit me? Go ahead and see what my father says to that. I had no idea that you felt this way. Look, I know that you love your father. Don't you want to make him happy? I make my father happy. What a pity. 7 years bad luck. Hey, Dad, can I help you with your typing now?
Oh, Elizabeth's already offered to lend a hand.
Oh, aren't you lucky? How about a game of chess?
Not tonight, Princess.
Okay, I get the message. Hey, don't forget, you promised to go riding with me tomorrow. Don't let Dad work you too hard now. Night, Dad.
Night, Princess.
Marcie is an interesting girl.
She's an exceptional child. Sensitive, intelligent. Very mature for her age, but I suppose you can blame my nose death for that. Added a few years to her age. Marcie found you, know. She was riding, apparently. Fell and hit her head on a rock. Died instantly. Poor little Marcie found her. She was only 10 at the time.
Must have been a terrible shock for her. I heard that Lenore was pregnant. Marcie is so possessive of you. I wonder if that's healthy.
Yes. Most kids today hate their parents. Marcie loves me. It's that simple. Now, you're not coming between us already, are you?
Oh, it's stupid of me.
Oh, that's nothing. Here, I'll do it.
I think I'm getting a bit of a headache. I think I'll take some aspirins before I start typing. Be right back.
There's nothing there now. I'll get you a drink.
But I saw it, John. I know what I saw. I didn't imagine things.
Well, it's certainly not there now. Here, drink this. It'll help you sleep.
No, thank you. I don't want it. Just give me a moment, and I'll do your typing for you.
No, it's more important that you sleep.
I can do it. John? Do you love me?
Of course I love you. Take it easy.
I'm so glad we got married. You won't be long coming to bed, will you?
Not long.
Don't work too hard. Oh, don't forget we're going riding tomorrow. An accident. She did it on purpose, John. I'm sure of it. I could have been killed.
That's an incredible idea. I should never have discussed Lenore's death with you. I can see what an effect it's had.
But I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Marcie. John, listen to me. There's something terribly wrong with her. I tried to talk to her and help her, but she won't let me get near her.
Look, Elizabeth, I'm interested in facts, not wild assumptions. I don't know what's come over you. You know how I hate petty intrigues and jealousies. Lenore was the same. Always worried that I loved Marcie more than her. I thought you were different.
John, please take me with you. Please.
Look, I've told you I have too hectic a week. It's lectures, meetings, conferences round the clock. I'll be under a great deal of pressure. Now, if you really want to help, you stay here with Marcie.
She hates me. You don't seem to understand that.
Oh, look, that's ridiculous. Why, just last night she told me how worried she was about you.
She said that?
Yes. I'm beginning to think she's right. I always thought you were such a stable person.
Marcie, dinner.
masquerade. Look at you, Marcie, you... What is your father going to say about this?
My father would probably say that you are losing your grasp on reality, Elizabeth, which is exactly what is happening. To use a popular term, you're cracking up.
Why do you hate me so much? If you love your father, couldn't you accept me for his sake, knowing that he loves me and wants me in the house?
My father only wants you to satisfy a prudish business problem. He really only needs me.
I love your father, Marcie. Can you understand that?
Can understand that? I will not tolerate it. There is no place for you here. Do you understand that?
You're so sick. You need help, Marcie.
Tell that to my father and see what he says. The best thing that you can do is to leave. If you must insist and stay and battle it out, I warn you that I will win. I have a much stronger will than you, and you are already beginning to crack. Marcie, is that you? Looks like we blew a fuse. Are you afraid of the dark? I'm not.
What about the conference?
I'll only miss a day. I'll fly back tonight. That is, if you're all right.
No, I'm fine. I mean, no broken bones or anything. Just a bit of a shock.
It's a stupid thing to have happened. It's my fault. I should have had the fuses checked. Thank God you're all right. Well, these are from Marcie. She's been marvelous. Tower of strength. She'll look after you when I'm away.
John, couldn't we go away? Just the two of us someplace?
Why do you want to go away? Well, this is my home. My work is here. Why should I leave? What's come over you? I always thought you were so strong and rooted to life. I'm beginning to think you're just the opposite.
I am strong.
Well, then, prove it to me.
All right. please leave me alone. Please.
Oh, my room.
I don't care. I don't care anymore.
That game of chess you promised me.
For love or money?
I always play for money.
Oh, you already owe me $250,000.
Double or nothing. I like high stakes. Marcie, is that lipstick? I didn't know you were wearing match me.
Marcie.
You're slipping, Marcie. If you're not careful, you're going to give yourself away.
I don't see why. I'm superior to you in every respect.
Oh, Marcie. If you were really superior to me, you wouldn't have to resort to all of these childish tactics you use.
Don't touch that. Belonged to my mother. Was your mother in the way, too? Is that why you had to get rid of her? Don't say that.
Why not, Marcie? It's true, isn't it? You were so jealous of your mother. You wanted your father all to yourself. Must have been terrible for you when you found out that your mother was pregnant. Did you decide to get rid of your mother and the baby all at the same time so that you could have your father all to yourself? Did you?
Yes. Yes, I did. And I'll get rid of you, too!
No, Marcie, don't!
Oh, John, I tried to tell you, but you wouldn't listen to me. She's so sick, John. She needs help. We have to see that she's taken care of. She's not responsible for what she's done. Ever since I first came here, all she's tried to do is come between us.
She must never come between us. She must never come between us. Ever.
Mommy tried to.
And she won't come between us!
John Quinton was a brilliant man. He still is. In a quiet, private home for patients with severe nervous disorders. They say his condition was brought about by grief. The day after the funeral of his second wife, his daughter was riding. It seems the horse took fright, she was thrown and broke her neck. Marcie was buried next to Elizabeth and Lenore. The two women in John Quinton's life. A life tinted with just a touch of evil. So, until next we meet, this is Anthony Quayle reminding you that there is a touch of evil in all of us. Good night. Pleasant dreams.